Radharani used to think about Krishna, dream about Krishna, talk about Krishna, and the parrot could hear. So Radharani would go, oh, Krishna, 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 Krishna. And the parrot would go, Krishna, 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 Krishna. And then Radharani would be so happy because the parrot's saying, Krishna, 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 Krishna. And she's remembering, oh, her beloved Krishna. But one day, the parrot flew away. Flying, flying, flying. He came to where Krishna's living. And Krishna is in the garden and he hears, oh Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. He said, that's Radharani's voice? But she's not here. Looking, looking, and he saw the parrot. Oh, the parrot's going, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna said, yes, come on, come on. And he offered pomegranate seeds. The parrot came down, eating the seeds. And then Radharani's friends, Lalita Vishaka came. Our beloved Radharani's lost her parrot. Have you seen the parrot? Oh, there's our parrot. Our Shuk. Krishna said, oh, you can have him back if he wants to go. But Krishna's so attractive and the parrot didn't want to go. So Lalita and Vishaka, they went to see Mother Yashoda. Oh, my Yashoda. Krishna's stolen Radharani's parrot. And then Mother Yashoda came in and twisted Krishna's ear. Hey, give that parrot. So he got the parrot back. Then when Radha and Krishna were preparing to go back to the spiritual world, and all the inhabitants of Vrindavan were ready to go back with them, the parrot came, and Krishna said, no, 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 you can't come back with us. You have to stay and tell about us. Parrot's crying and crying, I can't stay here without you. Krishna said, it's your service. And what can the parrot do? So after Radha and Krishna gone back to the spiritual world, the parrot's looking everywhere, where he can hear about Radha and Krishna. One day, he heard Shivji telling Parvati Srimad Bhagavatam. Oh, Parvati says, my Krishna, my Lord. And he came and sat in the tree. And Shivji is relating Srimad Bhagavatam, deep, deep absorption. And Parvati is going, And then Krishna came to 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, structure of the universe. Parvati dropped off to sleep. Too boring. But Shuk, the parrot, he's going, And Shiv's so absorbed. He's continuing to read Srimad Bhagavatam, the parrot's listening. Oh, yeah. After some time, Parvati woke up. Oh, I dropped off to sleep. She said, what? You dropped off to sleep? Who's going, And he's looking round. That parrot! And then he became very angry. You're not qualified to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Only the very qualified can hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Anyone who hears Srimad Bhagavatam will become immortal. You're not qualified. He began to chase the parrot with his trident. And the parrot's running very, very quickly. Flying quickly. not so far away, Srila Vyasadeva is reciting also, telling his wife. Srila Vyasadeva, he's an incarnation of Krishna, especially for reciting scriptures. So he's reciting, and the parrot came, and his wife's listening, and the parrot went right into her mouth. It must have been a little parrot. And then came Shivji with his trident. Have you seen a parrot? He asked him, what are you worried about parrots for? One parrot was listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. So Vyasa said, well, he's not qualified. I want to kill him. Vyasa said, what happens if someone hears Srimad Bhagavatam? He becomes immortal. So Vyasa said, well, you can't kill him. So Shivji he became pacified. But that parrot, what happened? So Vyasadev's wife became pregnant through that parrot shook. But no ordinary child. He's associated with Radha and Krishna, so completely self-realized soul. Within the mother's womb, 9 months, 10 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Getting too much. So Vyasadeva, in the end, he prayed for Krishna to come. Krishna came. Why are you not taking birth? Shukadeva Goswami within the womb said, my mother and father are an illusion. I don't want to come into the material world. And Krishna said, no, I make a special arrangement. The material world will not touch you. After that, Shukadeva was born, and immediately, beautiful boy, 16 years old, and he left. Straight away he left home. His father was very unhappy. Oh, I wanted to teach you Srimad Bhagavatam. I wanted to give you sacred thread initiation. Oh, Shuka, Shuka, Shuka. He's running after him. Shukadeva, he walked past the lake. In the lake there were ladies bathing, young girls, no clothes. And they saw Shukadeva Goswami and they saw, oh, he doesn't even notice male and female. They didn't bother to dress. And Vyasadeva came and immediately they put on their clothes. And Vyasa, why did you put on your clothes for me and not for my son? Oh, he doesn't know the difference. Vyasadeva's looking for his son, looking. So much wanted to give Srimad Bhagavatam to his son. At last he met a hunter. This hunter used to go to the forest and he'd hunt parrots. He didn't kill them, he caught them and sell them in the city. Vyasadeva said, oh, I'll teach you a very good mantra. If you recite this mantra in the forest, you'll catch such a parrot, such a shuk. So he taught a mantra to the hunter. Describing Krishna going into the forest with the cowherd boys and the cows, so beautifully dressed, claws like lightning, beautiful flower behind his ear, beautiful Vaijayanti garland, playing on his flute, filling the flute with nectar, and marking the beautiful ground of Vrindavan with his divine footprints. So the hunter recited this mantra, the forest came a beautiful boy. No clothes at all. And the boy said to him, "That's what Krishna looks like, but what qualities does he have?" And he walked back again. And I was astounded. In the evening he went to Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva said, "Did you catch any parrots?" Hunter told him what had happened. This beautiful boy came out of the forest. He looked like you. And he said, "That's what Krishna looks like. But what kind of qualities does he have?" And then Vyasadeva taught him another mantra. When Krishna was a little baby, one terrible witch came to kill him. She put poison on her breast, and she came in the guise of a beautiful lady, came to give her breast to baby Krishna. She was a witch. And Krishna, he sucked her breast, not only the milk, but also her life. But he didn't send her to hell. He sent her back to the spiritual world. So later, his dear friend Uddhava said, "Who is more merciful than Krishna? Putan, this terrible witch, came. And he accepted her as his mother and sent her to the spiritual world. Who should I take shelter of?" Vyasadeva taught this mantra to the hunter. And the hunter went into the forest and he recited this mantra. Shukadeva again, he came out of the forest. He said, "All right, I'll go back with you this time." He went to the ashram of his father and he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from him. And when he'd heard Srimad Bhagavatam, he said, "Now I'm leaving." And he left. Traveling, still no clothes, completely detached from worldly things. People used to laugh at him, he didn't care. That time there was a king, a great king. He was in the forest, very hungry and thirsty. He came to the ashram of a saint. He wanted water, but the saint was in samadhi. And the king became irritated. Although he was a great devotee of the Lord. With his bow, he picked up a dead snake and he put it around the neck of the saint like a garland. I went home. Later he thought, "Oh, I've done such a terrible thing, a great offense. I hope I'll be punished soon so I can be free from the reaction." When the saint's son heard about this, he became so angry. "Those kings, who do they think they are?" And he cursed Husrt Maharaj. "He will die within 7 days from the bite of a snake bird." So his father went to tell the king, "Oh king, I'm so sorry. My son has cursed you to die in 7 days from the bite of a snake bird." The king said, "Oh, I'm so happy. So happy that I'll be punished soon and then that will be finished." Immediately, he gave up his clothes. He gave up his family. He gave up his kingdom. Everything. And he went to sit on the bank of the Ganges. When the saints and sages in the universe heard, they all came from all over the universe, thousands and thousands of them. And the king received them. He said, "Oh, saints and sages, I am due to die in 7 days. What should I do? What is my duty?" Some of the saints said, "Oh, you should perform sacrifice." Some of the saints and sages said, "Oh, you should do meditation." Some of the saints and sages said, oh, you should worship the Lord. Some of the saints and sages said, you should study spiritual knowledge. No agreement. Husrt Maharaj was in perplexity. Actually, he was a devotee. He knew the duty of a person who was about to die. My Guru Maharaj, he related this story. He said, who is not about to die? Can anyone here say that you will not die in 7 days? Just at that time, there was an uproar on the edge of the crowd of saints and sages. Ladies laughing, kids shouting, and they looked. Oh, a very beautiful boy, naked. The beautiful boy walked into the arena of saints and sages, and immediately they saw, oh, he is such a great personality. He has all the signs of a great personality. Long arms reaching down to his knees. Red on his lotus feet, lotus hands, lotus eyes. Immediately they all stood up and they said, you please sit on the seat. And the Husrt Maharaj, he said to Shukadev Goswami, oh great sage, I am about to die in 7 days only, so you please tell me what to do. And then Shukadev Goswami, he recited Srimad Bhagavatam, most beautiful story of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and his wonderful devotees, and the beautiful service that his devotees performed to him. So that's the story of how Srimad Bhagavatam came into existence. Hare Krishna.